I'll be going over the different parts of the microscope and what they do. So first, number 1 on the diagram, we have the ocular lens or the eyepiece, which is where you look through, and it magnifies the object by 10 times. Connected to the eyepiece is the ocular tube, which is number 2 on the diagram, and its function is literally just to hold the ocular or the eyepiece. And number 3 on our diagram, we have the revolving nosepiece, which revolves to switch between the objective lenses. So there are 2 types of objective lenses you should know. The first is the high power objective lens, or number 4 on the diagram, which magnifies the object by 40 times, and the second is the low power objective, which magnifies the object by 10 times. So on number 5 on the diagram, we have the stage, which is where the slide, or basically a sort of plate where you place what you were looking at, is placed and supported. And below the stage, the diaphragm is located, or number 6 on our diagram, which basically it controls how much light enters and the intensity of the light that is projected or shown onto the slide. So moving right along, we have the light source below the diaphragm, which literally the light source acts as the light source. It acts as the mirror or the lamp below the stage. The next part we'll be discussing on our microscope is the base, or the very bottom of the microscope. So the base is just where to hold or support the microscope. And number 9 on our diagram is the fine focus or fine adjustment knob. And what this does is it moves the objective lenses that we discussed up and down by a very small distance. Following the fine focus knob, we have the coarse focus or the coarse adjustment knob. And the coarse adjustment knob moves the body tube up and down to coarsely or roughly focus the image. And the body tube, although it isn't listed in our diagram, supports the ocular tube. And going back to the stage has these clips that are literally called stage clips, which hold the slide in place. Finally, we have the arm, which is number 12 on our diagram. So the arm is just where you can grip the microscope when you're holding it, and also the arm supports and holds the microscope itself. So here's the image of the actual diagram because I know it was pretty hard to see in the video and I did move kind of quickly, but really the only way to study this is by memorization, but I still hope this helped.